How's things in the basement, Ryan?
We're
Oh,
doing
I was led up to the living room.
No, I'm talking to
Oh,
Zoe.
the other Ryan.
well.
Life in the Bay.
Gentlemen, can you hear me?
Yeah, but we can't see you.
I don't know what's wrong with my camera.
Of course.
We're live.
You got to turn it on, buddy.
I just plugged it in, so
Reboot!
we're live. So don't swear too much.
You blew your turbo.
Well, guys, Golik, take over, buddy.
We're still on?
We're live, bud.
Can you hear me? You said my
Yeah.
mute's on.
You guys look like holy hell, like you've been smoking 3 reefer joints in the basement.
I'm in the basement. I can't even smoke. Well, I could, I guess, but I'm not.
Can we just rename them Cheech and Chong for the duration of this call?
If you only knew what we've
what
been
today
through.
has been like. We probably could use a couple.
We could. It'd be very relaxing.
Anyway, but I'm Ryan Zolik. I'm here with Joe Hurd, also known as the Pit Boss. He is the head of the behind the scenes of Gordyville, Gordywana. So I guess we'll start out with, as everyone knows, it being scheduled. That was a decision made today, and so I think you want to kind of just explain. We're just here to kind of in detail. We made some posts. We just like about half hour ago, 40 minutes ago, we did a. If anyone needs a ticket process, if you ordered advanced tickets or box seats or a vendor or a puller, on our Facebook page and the website explains the refund process if you cannot make the new dates.
Yeah. So with that being said, it's been confusing. There's really nothing to point fingers at with anybody. It's just the way it happened. COVID's a continual moving target in our country. And, it was often said that, man, I can't believe you guys are actually going to be able to do this in Indiana. That's great. And yeah, and Clint was in contact with the building people, with everybody out there in LaGrange County and on a daily basis, because we wanted to make sure that this show was going to go off with as much out of hitch as humanly possible. So to summarize what all kind of has happened, the MEC had some events in December, and there are some guidelines that need to be adhered to. So there's some changes that's got to come down the pike in order to make this work. So, and we're very confident that February 4th, 5th, and 6th, that it's going to take place and it's going to happen. So what a lot of people have been doing today that I've talked to, the motels are working with everybody and moving forward your reservations. Everything's going smooth. I haven't heard anybody kick back and say, oh, they're being awful or this place is being awful or anything of that nature. So everything should push forward, and I think it'll be even better. And we apologize for any inconvenience. We've done everything we could on our part. It's just, folks, COVID's just a moving target, and we have to change. The building has to change with the rolling punches that the health department puts out, and nobody's to blame here other than the pandemic. So it's just, we all got to get on the same page. And we appreciate the patience of everybody, and we're sorry that this has happened.
I think on social media over the last several hours of it, the announcement, everything's been pretty positive.
Yeah,
So which is good. So everyone's been pretty good.
There's always a percentage of doomers and gloomers that are unhappy no matter what you do. Trust me, we've tried to make this the best show the past 17 plus years going now that we could possibly make it. And each one of these guys here, and all the fans and everybody here helping promote it.
Normally the event is battling the weather. This year
Yeah.
it's a pandemic.
It's
So
a
just throw
pandemic.
that into the mix of
So-
things. So
You just got to adapt.
Cheers.
And that's what we're trying to do. So it sucks, but we can cry and piss and moan and groan all we want to, but just take one out of the military from the Army, adapt and overcome, make it happen, stop whining about it, just make it awesome.
like Turquoise, he said if positive, he gets more time on the night.
Yeah, you get more time. You get more time to blow crap up.
I may have already had a call from him today.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of positives that's going to come out of it. I mean, here on the forefront. I mean, here I am Monday night and sitting in Tucker's basement. So I mean, we had to load stuff today because we was unsure about what all had happened and what was going to happen, and it come down to lawyers talking. And at the end of the day, love it or hate it, it's a necessary evil to make things right. You want it to be right. We could look at this 10 ways to Sunday, but the worst thing that could happen is we all drive there and descend in on the place, and then they're like, nope, go home. At least it's happened the way that it's happened, so we got something to be thankful for. So it sucks, but we're going to pull. It's just going to get postponed. So, I mean, that's just it in a nutshell, without talking in circles like I like to drink more beer.
So, and then just to prove that you guys still plan on doing this, I mean, the sleds are staying there. That's what I heard, right, guys?
Right. Sleds are there, and we're leaving a lot of stuff there. We went and loaded stuff up by Gordyville at Jeff Suit's place today that we had in another trailer. And there was a whole group of us. We convoyed up there like we was going to go, because be prepared for what's going to happen. And if we had to turn around.
I was in Terre Haute.
Yeah, he was in Terre Haute when we called him. So, I mean, we was all descending down on it, but, the final word come down that it's just best that we wait. And I know that sucks and nobody wants to hear it. I mean, I took vacation this week. I mean, yeah, we can go back to work and just make it happen. And if there's any questions, I mean, we can answer them here tonight, but everything's on our Facebook page and on whatsmoking.net. How, if you can't make it February 4th to the 6th, we're more than happy to refund your money. If not, your tickets will be good. Everything will be good that you bought ahead of time. It'll just roll into the 4th to the 6th. And, it gives an opportunity. We've already got phone calls saying, we can get a motor together. We're going to make it now.
So that we're normally going to be trapped.
So, yeah, if you want to, Show Friday, if you want to go blow more crap up on the dyno, you got a couple more ways to do it.
No.
It's just money. They make parts every day. I mean, parts but that's about all that can be said. It sucks. We'll get through it. It's a challenge. We all knew that there was going to be problems, and I could go into boring details of all the battles that Tucker fought this week, and it just make you wonder why we do what we do. But it's
For the last 3 months.
It's been an ongoing battle, and we've always wondered, but it sucks. The week before, I mean, we're getting ready to leave. I mean, we was at Gordyville getting stuff around the Gordyville area and going to head east, but that didn't happen. So but we can make it happen here in a 3 weeks. It'll be okay.
So that brings up an interesting point. And you guys mentioned that people were hollering that they could get a motor together. Does this mean you're going to open back up registration?
Well,
As of right now, no new entries at this time.
we're full. I mean, we was up to 112 vehicles for Thursday afternoon. So, I mean, it was pretty full. Okay.
If any schedule changes do come arise, because there's some things that we do have to work out with
Right.
the way moving to back to the weeks for some of the classes. So that's going to have that's going to impact
Things.
like the mini rod sled, for instance. So
Well, because we're gonna have to get a different sled, maybe. We got details to work out.
Yeah.
The big sleds are staying there. Mini rod sled's coming back to Missouri because it's got some pulling to do out here, or out in Missouri. So there's gonna be some things to get changed around on Thursday a little bit, but we're not too sure what we're gonna do because we don't want to upset the apple cart too much because everybody has pre-bought tickets and all that stuff for Thursday, thinking And then if we move things around, we don't want to screw that up. We want to try to keep things as close to the same as we possibly can. So we'll just have to see. See
Well,
what
that
happens.
makes good sense.
Yeah. But Jason, we're glad that you got your camera working where we can watch you eat.
It's been a
Now,
rough
can you
day.
interrupt your
This
dinner.
is what he does.
Yeah.
Hey, do what you gotta do.
Yeah. Jeez.
What are you eating for dinner anyway?
Cheese curd.
Got some spinach
Oh.
and some rice and some chicken. I'm doing this diet thing. I'm gonna be skinnier the next time you guys see me.
Liquid lunch. So
Cheers.
Ryan. What is that? Root beer? It's awful brown.
Oh no!
That's Hanover beer.
That is an imperial pastry stout. There.
Oh,
I was gonna say play some type of stuff.
yeah.
Well, I think
Oh,
it's
it's
important.
motor oil.
I think it's important that we all stay very positive on social media everywhere. And when we do find somebody that maybe needs a bit of a hug,
Yeah.
we encourage them to, it's easy for me to say, you've never been a promoter. It's easy for me to say you've never been a promoter. You don't know what it's like to go through all this stuff, but some people don't look at it that way, and they look at it all about them, and somehow we got to try to please everybody. I know that Clint and the team don't do this to make money, but they don't do it to lose money. And nobody in their right mind is going to argue with this decision at all. That, yeah, we'll let you have a poll, but we're not going to let anybody watch it. That's like me doing a mortgage for free. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
So,
And it's unfortunate. I mean, there's some things that didn't roll over. It's going to cost us money, but it is what it is. I mean, we're not giving up. We haven't given up. It's been a constant fight for weeks. I mean, Clint's went through more than he'll care to admit, but it's one of them things that, I just want everybody to understand that it's not us that's causing this. It's not our decision wholly. By any stretch of imagination that was influenced on this, because we have our whole team in place. I mean, the ball was rolling, and we had to turn around and kick it backwards. So we're just been down by, and we'll make it work. And Event Center will make it work. They're doing everything they can to get everything into compliance, and we'll be fine. It's getting mad and aggravated isn't going to help any causes. So,
All right, Portia, come on, get down. Everybody say hi to Portia.
Hey, that's the cat's ass.
You'll see Hazley here in a
really.
minute, and I'm not kidding. I have a kitten named Hazley. And
okay.
at some point in time, she will jump up on this dining room table, and you'll be able to see why we named her Hazley.
All right, Paul, why the hat? Is this a rally cap or what do we got going on?
I'm starting it right now. I don't know. We can't call it Gordywana, maybe Gordywana Rally, but I got 3 weeks, and by God, we're going to do this. This weekend has been up and down for me, and I didn't really have anything to do with it. But I was like, Saturday, I wanted to crawl in a hole and die because I've been waiting on this. And then Sunday, I'm like, oh, yeah, this is looking good. Everything's looking good. And today, about, I don't know, whatever time it was, I got the text message. I was like, screw this. And I even sent Clint a Snapchat. I was sitting at my desk, and I just fuck, crack a beer. Sorry for my language, but I really wanted to go pull it.
Yeah.
Same.
Well, we had a fleet of semis headed that way.
Yeah, I was there last week. He said that's what they were going to do, and it just, I don't know. It's up and down, but like you say, there's nothing you can do about it. This is not anything that anybody wanted to do, but it's the right move. It's the only move that can be made. At least there's a chance we're going to do this in 3 weeks, and it's a good chance. So I'll take a 3-week wait over nothing.
Yeah. Well, it's and I know that there's other things in place outside of our organization that's, trying to make things happen too. But like I said, COVID is a moving target. We have to roll with the punches every day. Rules change, regulations change. How many people died today? How many people tested positive? And I mean, and I understand the people, in Shipshewana, they have decisions to make that, that they're responsible for to try to protect us, and to try to protect their community. And I understand why everything that's gone on and why it's happened. We can be mad at it, but I mean, it's everybody's trying to do the best that they can for their community, for their businesses, and for all of us as well. We want to do this, we're going to do it right, or we're not just. just can't do it.
Zolik, can you see the question, or Joe, can you see the question on the screen?
I don't know what he means by mitigation.
No, I didn't see that one, I guess. Well, we was in mitigation, I guess. I mean, we was all in talks, but when you have lawyers involved, and it's nothing against any lawyers because it's a necessary evil, but we have to. It takes time. You can't, in our world in agriculture, which most of us are from, we're known for making stuff happen. Snap a finger, change your plan, make it happen. It don't work that way in that world of rules and regulations and red tape. It just can't happen that quick. So, now you're talking to it fine.
Yeah.
Is your brother-in-law already starting? Boy, he's starting in early. We're 15 minutes in.
Yep.
On a side note, we're glad to see that you're still sober enough to write.
Your brother's being a jerk.
I don't like him anymore.
He's being mean to me.
Are you gonna start crying over it?
Brent, what are you seeing on your social media channels today, and the comments you're hearing, different things like that? Overall,
It's not working. You guys were the ones that informed me about it. So as much as what you guys told me is about as much as I really knew about it. And
okay.
I don't know. I try to get the word out as much as possible, just so people know. And it's kind of went from there. I don't know. I'm just glad that it wasn't canceled and that we have an opportunity in 3 weeks to try again.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And we're all thankful that we didn't, like you said, Joe, descend on the place. And
Yeah, I mean,
Thursday at about noon, in comes whomever with more authority than we do and says,
right.
GTFO.
Well, and it was that too. And the one dynamic that'll change for the whole thing is the fact that there was still fear on my part, and I know with a lot of other people about, getting there and actually the health department or whoever the powers be see this roll out Thursday and think it's okay. And then more people show up Thursday night and it gets worse. And then us being some violation of some rule that we don't know about,
Right.
So it's a good eye opener for all of us, and it'll make it go a lot better come February.
Joe, what was the overall excitement level for that area? It had to have been strong.
It's amazing. I mean, because you got to figure out how just decrepit sales have been with everything that's gone on with COVID. Michigan Event Center does a lot of things, but one thing that our pool has brought to that community is a 45-mile radius of motels being sold out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Stuff on their radar is like, okay, this is a bigger deal than I think we anticipated this is going to be. So it just put a lot of stuff at the forefront for them. And, we all are guilty of doing some Monday morning quarterback knee-jerk reactions at times that, oh, my God, and they've got to be responsible. Inevitably, the health department and the officials out there have to be responsible for this. And they don't want to get in trouble. They want to do the right thing, and they want to, so. I mean, the excitement level for all the people out there, the local people that we've got feedback from and the businesses that we've talked to, I mean, it's phenomenal. There's a lot of people, there's buzz and excitement over it because it's the first step in the process to allow things to come back.
No, agreed. 100%. 100%. If anybody's got questions, we got Joe and Ryan on from the What's Smoking team. We got Paul with his rally cap on. We got Big Rye down there drinking beer. And we got Brent Yaron sitting in his gaming chair, it looks like. And I'm getting
Yeah, the games that I play all the time. When you start working from home, a regular computer chair starts to hurt.
I bet. It does. So, but if anybody's got any questions or anything like that, please type them into the comments. We got the guys on here and asked. So,
Looks like Eric's got his ring. So that means that the Pruitt family will ring like one of the super stocks.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah, unfortunately, with the event being moved, not only is it on top of the NATPA pole in Springfield, Missouri, is that where it's at? So, and then there's also Ocala, Florida, is that weekend as well. So we understand that pullers are already committed to Ocala. That's the way it goes. So
it's just the way it is. I guess Pete there says cancel your motel room 5 minutes after announcement. No rooms are available. the new dates actually in Chihuahua.
Yeah, in Toronto, it's still. I mean, there's a couple like the local places, but it still can't get.
I mean, there's a lot of motels around there though. So I mean, if one rejects you for moving it forward, I mean, keep checking. There's a lot of options and opportunities around there.
And you can also check like Airbnb and any of those kind of things if you got a group of friends coming, it can work
There
out
are
cheap.
several of those around there too.
Yeah, you can
very
get
nice.
like 15, 16 people in a big old house.
Oh,
They're really cheap.
I mean, there's a lot of jokes that could be inserted there. I mean, there's a floor space, there's a bed somewhere. You see a pillow.
Have they actually started bringing in the dirt for the track yet?
Oh, they actually held off. They was going to. Travis out there was going to start doing it Sunday, but in light of what went down last Thursday, they just felt it was best to hold off because they've got they had a monster truck thing that they've also had to cancel. Well, they canceled it. I don't know if they'll reschedule, not my hurry. But they also have a couple other events, smaller events that's going to be between us now and February the 4th. So that's going to be a kind of a trial run. Make sure that everything's being implemented. So that's why I'm saying I have a lot of faith and confidence that everything's going to be okay. So everybody's on the same page now. Put it to you that way. And, you know, with the event center out there, it just brought a lot of attention to things that needed to have an attention brought to it, and everything's being corrected. So just wish it could be snap of a finger like we like to make things happen, but it just doesn't work that way in that world.
I think I can answer this question, but the trucks, Joe, you're going to haul the trucks in from the pit area to the sled, just like you did at Gordy, like at Range Jewel, right?
Just like, yeah, same deal. I've got the building organized back there. It'll be a lot bigger. It was real nice. I mean, essentially what it is that, you know, everybody wants to get in the building when they get there. But, you know, I was able to put all of Thursday afternoon, all of Thursday night, which is typical at Gordyville, same deal. So I was able to put all of Friday afternoon in there and part of the 8,700 Light Pros in there for Friday night. So, you know, that might change a little bit as, you know, coming into February. But, so yeah, I can get a phenomenal amount of equipment in there, people in there. And the trucks, by the time they roll in there, you know, on Friday, by the time I could get them in there, it opens up pretty good where there's some room to work around. And, but same deal. We'll pull them up, back them into the warm-up tube and pull straight off the warm-up tube. You'll cross the scale. You'll exit the one building. You'll have to go outside for a brief moment and, you know, come into the main building to where the sled's going to be. So, but there's a lot of exciting things that's happening out there. There's a good future for that event center out there. They have plans of adding on to the place. And when that happens, everything kind of changes even more, you know, if we continue to go out there. I'm excited. You know, I think once everybody gets there and sees the place, it's like you'll be asking, you won't have to be asked not to pump your intercooler water on the floor in there because you wouldn't do it in your living room floor. I mean, it's just that nice of a place. So there'll be some things change, you know, with that, but it's all for the better. It's not very, very nice place.
But do they have a Steak and Shake anywhere nearby?
I don't know. I have memories of a beer money bus pulling up at one and Champaign, maybe time or two.
Time or two. We might have actually turned a car over when we got there one year. Remember that? I was just thinking about that the other day.
Good times.
Good times.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm seeing all the comments, guys. There's available rooms in Goshen and Howe, H-O-W-E. Randy said that. That must be somewhere close by.
Yeah, it's to the east.
Joe, do you know how many, just the number of hooks you were going to have this weekend had it gone?
I mean, it was, like I said, Thursday afternoon got stupid. It was actually considered starting a little early. I know it makes some people aggravated mad, but at the same time, we don't want to be pulling. Yeah, it was a 112. We didn't want to butt into one class, session into another. I hate not having a break in there. But it was good. I mean, the numbers are stupid good. I mean, 112 on Thursday and it was 85, 90 every session, leading up into there. So it was going to be, and 320-foot track, I mean, so that adds a little bit to it, but not a lot. I mean, we'll get down the track faster. So there's a lot more room to work around there. Getting off the end of the track is going to be so much easier there because, at Gordyville, we got to dig down 6 or so foot to get the dirt from the sand. So when JR or whoever's pulling off the track's got to back down at an extreme slope, I mean, we're just picking them up and pulling them out of there at this place. So there's a lot of time management that goes through. Yeah, they're building up and we're having to go down there. So
Renter Ryan, had you heard much on like pre-sales for the live stream, or what was the difference going to be for you guys this year streaming in a new facility? Is it scarier? I mean, Ryan, did you get a chance to even see it at all, Zolik?
So the advanced was
We can't hear you, Ryan.
pouring
Ryan, you need to get closer.
They can hear you, but not me.
Yeah, I have got an annoying voice.
Okay.
No, honestly, we can hear Joe well, but Ryan sounds really muffled, honestly.
We had more advanced sales this year than we've had in a long time.
Probably because it's
Probably.
on the side.
Look at Paul's. It's creepy. Stop.
You're probably 60
I know.
miles.
There's a wall here. Nobody can see it. Yeah.
Joe, can you read the question there about this? Joe,
Yeah.
can you read the question about the Saturday afternoon puller?
Somewhere. Oh, it's right there in front of us. See, I was looking to eat.
You can bring that up.
Oh, that's fancy. For
I
a
don't think
Saturday
we're not gonna
afternoon
do-
session, do we have our for Saturday evening? No, not for Saturday afternoon. Once you're there, parking
Only
was
Thursday.
Thursday's the only one that's going to have to rotate out, but everything cycles out of the building on Thursday afternoon. And there'll be some classes that stay, for finals. So there'll be a lot leave Thursday evening to make room for the Friday folks coming in for Friday night and everything. And still, I try to get everybody in before I go to bed and, for the following shows. But having Friday afternoon is all the way in the building. It's not going to be as pertinent as what it usually is at Gordyville. So, but I'll still try to get everybody in before I go home or wherever I lay my head. So
Here's a comment from a puller that was at Kansas City last year when Kansas City and Keystone last year, as we know, were the first events to get affected. And basically, I know you guys are trying to prevent a Kansas City from happening where everybody gets there and then nobody can come to watch it. I mean, they did the best they could with what they had, and I'm not dogging them at all because they're great guys. But
that's one thing that we're really working hard to prevent that. And that was a possibility this time. Whereas next time, nobody can guarantee anything because you don't know the powers that be of what's going to happen. I can't sit here and promise that something like that would never happen. It'd be foolish for us to say that. But I'm just saying the odds are, in what limited experience I have with this part of COVID, I don't think that's going to happen. It would be a bad situation. Let your mind wander there. But if we all descended on that place and it's like, oh, sorry, you got to go home. No, that's not going to go good for many people, especially like me. So,
Joe, Ryan, Kayla, and I know some people are jumping on late here, guys, but she says with the new dates, would you take new applications if not originally signed up for this weekend? Can you address that again?
As of right now, that's a hard no, just because everything is, you have one tractor there. There's so much paperwork that goes behind the scenes of that. You got a card, there's a name to it. Everything is set up, and I'm not being lazy. It's just the fact that the show is set. Everything's all set up. When we start adding stuff, everything's got to get redone just for adding one here and there and yonder. So, yeah, if we were short on vehicles, absolutely. We would have to make the show better. But the way it is now, the show's big. So, it's just a hard no on admin. Disappointing to some, but we don't want to be pulling. We've been in that situation, all of us here have been in that situation where 2 o'clock in the morning, we don't want to be pulling, and we're not going to. So,
Joe, Joe Brook typed on here, Mrs. Tucker, that that maybe contact Clint, because like you said, there might be some, we might lose a couple vehicles and Clint might be able to work them in. So
And we might, and they're up there in the garage and they're critiquing, like, will you shut up? No, we'll take it. No, they don't. Yeah, all what he said, but it is a possibility because here's the deal. Not everybody's going to be able to transcend from this coming weekend into the following weekend. So it's not going to hurt anything to shoot an email. I was just trying to prevent him from getting 500 emails. So it is a possibility you could take somebody else's spot that was already. Let's face it, not everybody's going to make it to the 3-week delay. Majority will, but there'll be some that may fall out. So possibility.
so basically, Ryan, you want everybody to email Clint, right?
Yeah, Clint at whatspoken.net.
Whenever you talk, Ryan, we can't hear you. I don't know why.
No, you're not. No, you still have a loud mouth like me. I know, but it's just.
It's like the mic doesn't detect that side of the computer screen.
Yeah.
Your frequencies are way off.
Isn't he the technology guy for the What's Smoking?
Yeah. Way to make him feel great, Jason.
That's my job.
I've never come back on the show again. They won't hear me.
We heard that.
Hey, Mike, the answer to your question is yes.
Yes.
You do need a hook on the front rack so we can move you around.
Yes.
Mike's a 3-year-old diesel truck.
He is. He's got a beautiful green truck.
Yes, he does.
Yep. Need a hook up there.
Got a steak and shake and goes.
There we go. Thank you, Jamie.
How far is Goshen from ship?
What's
What did
cable?
you say? 9 miles?
What are you doing? Something's
9?
What's he saying? This means
There's a backstory to this. There's a backstory to
Sure.
Section 5.
fine. Whatever
You're
you
out
want
of
to do.
Section 6, no matter what.
Sorry.
Joe, can you kind of cover who can stay and who can go once they're inside the building? I know you mentioned earlier, but you basically said Thursday was going to kind of shuffle. Can you go through that again?
Yeah, so Thursday, according to schedule now, so Thursday you've got an antique class, 4250 antique will stay in the building for that night. I think it's finals. I got the schedule in front of me, and then so those finals will end up being in the Coliseum for the most part. That's where you're going to end up. Some will stay out in the main area, but throughout Thursday. So as you don't make your finals, I mean, you got to get your stuff gathered up, and you don't pull again. You got to get out. So,
Caleb, nice,
Joel,
Caleb.
that question's for you, I think.
Yes, Caleb.
Right.
It entitles you to get into Session 6 with 3 of your friends, too.
yeah,
If you want to repeat that, since no one can hear me.
yeah. Only if you get in the sand, Paul.
Ooh.
So
Shots
is
Oh.
Caleb Ogle related to the growing corn guy on 2020 on TikTok?
I don't know if he's related, but Tucker, you and I, Jason, had this conversation before. But yeah, I don't know him, but Clint does. We just all had to talk about it. So he acts a lot like we do.
Yes, he does.
He needs. We need to let him announce so I don't look like a dumbass. I would
He doesn't look like a dumbass. No,
You don't look like you have a halo running over your head after he's done.
Yeah.
But, hey, Jason, if we can get him to Shipshewana, we're so doing a weather report.
What? Yeah. You have to do the weather report like you guys did that one year. Plus, I think what we could do for Tony is we could somebody surely got an N6 gleaner around there.
Yes, exactly.
There's got to be gleaners around. We'll get him on there.
We will deputize an Uber driver driving a gleaner. And that will be his chauffeur the entire weekend.
We'll pay for it. Put gleaner sticker on
Oh
the
my
side.
God, that would be great.
Blue tint the glass. Put a big canopy over it.
He'll have to take the rotor out like before every time he gets up in and moves it.
Every time, because it's easy. What do you guys do? This every 10 minutes?
Right, it's every 10 minutes.
Yeah, jeez.
But he'll also walk under the auger and he'll smack his head.
Because it's only 4 foot off the ground.
Exactly.
Anyway.
No,
I
but
like
seriously-
Tony. He's funny as heck.
Seriously,
yeah.
we got to somehow. If that guy likes pulling, we got to get him there because he's.
Oh,
He does, and he's crewed for Caleb before.
Yeah, well, he's not too far from here, so we'll get him tickets. We'll get him there. He ain't doing jack crap in the middle of winter anyway. He can go.
Exactly. I invited him.
Somebody's got to feed their goats, though.
Okay, I'm just looking through all the questions, guys.
One thing that I do want to mention, we have a giveaway going on right now for the live stream. Actually, it's ended 39 minutes ago. So what we're going to do is we were going to give 2 full session live streams away. Ryan did one on Instagram. We did one on Facebook. We cut off entry at 8 o'clock tonight. So everybody that entered before 8 o'clock tonight, Central Standard Time, you are still entered into the contest, and we will give that away when we get closer to the show. It will put out there when we're going to do it, but we are still going to do the live stream giveaway. There's 2 full sessions that are going to come with that, and we'll do that as we get closer to the show.
Okay.
So you can unpin that from the top of the page, Ryan.
Well, and the big thing is I want everybody to know that it's whatsmoking.net, and that's where everything is for the live stream, for all your questions and stuff like that. I see a lot of whatsmoking.coms and things like that out there.
I'm trying.
Did Zolik say something?
Yeah, he sure did. It really didn't matter, so it's fine.
No.
Yeah, you were doing what he was doing. Is writing a piece of paper here. You get your box out here. We got crayons around here somewhere. Mike Hoover says he'll drive the Gleaner.
That's what we need.
That is perfect.
It'll be good. Yeah, that'll be
So, to kind of piggyback on Paul's comment about giving away the subscriptions, I got to send a big special shout out to all the people who responded. I just put something out on a Sunday morning and on my personal timeline, said, hey, folks, I need your swag because I want to give it away. And the response has been astounding, like stupid. And it's all coming in right now. Like this weekend, I got packages from Missouri, and I've got one inbound from Nebraska. I've got them inbound. I got one from Indiana. Shout out to the man in the hat.
Oh, so you're keeping
Thanks,
the swag
Peter.
now.
No, he did send that to me. He said, you can keep the hat.
Right.
Shut your pie hole.
Paul,
But-
you don't keep any of those DVDs that Tucker gave you either. We know how you are.
I don't have them.
No,
I don't have them. That's all Rally Cap over there.
No, there's no super stock DVDs in this house.
Oh, you're committed. You're committed. You got to give it away.
Yeah, I started counting last night. So what we did was when we decided we were going to do some giveaway stuff, I went over and of course we talked it over with Tucker first. And he says, what are you guys going to do? And I said, well, we're going to just, get some shirts, or we're going to have some cash giveaway, do some fun stuff to fill in time. He says, well, I got some DVDs I can get rid of. He said, there's a bunch of them up there. He said, I'll get a box down for you. So I went over there last night and picked up this box. I stopped counting at 300. I think there's about 500 DVDs in this box. And I mean, some of them, there's some ones that it's like Pro Stock 2016. There's 20 some discs inside this DVD cover. And we're going to give all this stuff away. There's some that are like from Nebraska, the Cornhusker Classic. There's Gordyville sections. There's PPLs. I mean, there's tons of stuff. So we've got a ton of stuff to give away during all of this, and it's going to be
more keeps coming.
Oh yeah, I've got some T-shirts that we're going to give away as well, and we've got cash, we've got DVDs, we've got some other stuff that we may just kind of surprise some people with when we get there. But
there you go,
a lot of stuff.
What are you doing with your hat? Were you trying to hold water in it?
He's trying to do the rally hat.
He really does not understand the rally cap.
No, he
He's
doesn't.
trying to put water in it. like one of them Ethiopian woman trying to carry something on your head.
The main thing is that everybody that's watching this right now helps and knows that we need to entertain our fans more. And I love that Clint has trusted us or just given up and just said, you guys do whatever you want.
Right.
That's literally that's verbatim what he said. He goes, you guys can do whatever you want. And I said, the one stipulation, we won't screw with the pace of the show. And he said, go for it.
So
Now that
we
might
wanna
have been
entertain-
after a couple of, well, not this brand, but a couple of those, but he was good with it. He wants
Shoot,
to
we might still even be able to offer some ride-alongs.
Yes. Yep. That's part of it. There was some logistics things. Now, if this had stayed at Gordyville, then we've all been there enough to know kind of how the logistics of it work. Wouldn't have been a problem, but this one's kind of got some questions, and then you throw in, it's a COVID year and, new venue and everything's, a lot different. It's kind of hard to plan some of that stuff, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot more room there. There's a lot more moving around. I hope I don't have to drive faster because I have to go further to get out of the way. But there's just so much more room to deal with. A lot more breathing room.
Hey,
Yeah,
who was sponsoring the pit crew tractors this year?
Well, that fell through on Monday. So
Fantastical.
yeah, it was great. Monday
Today?
was a great day.
That fell through today or last Monday?
No, last Monday. That was last Monday. That was last Monday today.
Joe, stop. Is Tucker still alive? If you
Yeah, you want me to go get him?
I kind of
He's
do
in
want
the
to see him.
garage.
I didn't even
Kind of
know
want
that
to see his
here.
face. I'm worried he's just given up. You
No,
guys
he's
take over.
not.
Okay.
I got him on my face. He's good. He's up there drinking beer, watching football or something.
He's probably watching the college football playoff.
He is.
Yep.
Go
Alabama
Bama.
scored a touchdown before we come down here. So
Well, I love that guy, and I want to make sure I've promoted events, but nothing to this scheme. And to have all these, I mean, the worst thing that's happened to me is I watch a storm coming in, knowing it'll be there in 2 or 3 hours in Richland Center. That's the worst thing that's happened to me. This is a little bit different. And I think, and before we go back, thank you again, Joe and everybody, for making a decision today and not Wednesday or Thursday. I think
Right.
that needs to be an over. Yeah, are we bummed out? Yeah, of course we're bummed out. I mean, I've been looking forward to this since last Gordyville.
last year,
I love that place. Yeah.
we've all been bummed out. I mean, it's one of them deals. It's what are you going to do? Just move on. We'll make it happen. We don't want to spend more money. We don't want to spend more time. We don't want to prolong the inevitable, but we want to do it right.
Yep. All right. Question. How early can you get in for a test hook? If you're hooking on Wednesday, Joe, is it Tuesday?
Yeah, I mean, if you get there, well, the problem is Tuesday's generally still finishing, setting everything up. That's what we would have been doing tomorrow.
Colton's a
Especially
fairly
this.
useful mammal, though. You could put him to work, Joe. He's a good worker.
Oh well, I mean, there's plenty of room in there, but it's like Tuesday morning, Tuesday afternoon for Wednesday. I'm sure we can find a place to put you. There's enough room in there. It's just we don't get all 30 vehicles in there in a cluster. We try to get you to your spot where you're going to be throughout the pull. If you're pulling before Friday night, that way at least you're not moving your stuff around multiple times. So try to get the building set up a little bit, but if you get there's enough room, we can put you by the warm-up tube if we got it set up and you just sit there for a while. We just don't want you to camp out. We got to move everything. So, but yeah, you can get there Tuesday afternoon sometime. Be fine.
Melissa says hi, everybody.
Hi, Melissa.
Hey, Melissa, we miss you.
Hawaii sales trip thing, maybe. Her
I
kid.
think that was like a Christmas present for the kids this year.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
You want to adopt another one?
Right.
No, she would throw up in her mouth if she had to do that for you.
True story, Joe. True story.
I'm just joking.
I'm not.
Hey guys, I know don't answer this question specifically, Joe, but if you can dance around the subject. But is Shipshawana a one-time deal? That seems to be a common theme.
Well, I wouldn't say that. It's just like me making the comment on, is there a small possibility we could get shut down once we're there? I mean, there's no guarantee of anything. All I'm going to say is we never unentertain an option that would be better for the pullers and the fans. You know, if it's going to be a benefit to all of us and it's good for everybody, there's no reason why we shouldn't go back there. We just got to get the kinks worked out and make sure it's all going to flow and it's going to be good for everybody. That's the most important thing.
And the one thing last year, everybody talks about it getting shut down when we get there. I was at Kansas City when that happened, and I know that Pennsylvania, the Keystone got shut down. That was when all of this stuff started. And I don't remember if it was right before the show or right after the show, the week after that the NBA shut down. But that was, everything was so new, and it was, you know, there was a lot of unknowns. Everybody, we've been dealing with COVID for what, 10 months now. I mean, that was almost in some cases a knee-jerk reaction. And kudos to Ron Stone and Ken Summers and their crew. They did a hell of a job at Kansas City. Keystone basically got the rug pulled out from underneath them. But as far as coming in and shutting down like during the show, I think that it would probably have to be something like so egregious.
Oh, that'd be bad.
Is that, you know, people need to get it in their head. This is going to go, and you're going to need to wear a mask. The masks are going to be most likely required. That's the sacrifice we're going to have to make if we want to go polling. I know there's people, hardline people, and I hate wearing the things. I've got like 5 or 6 different kinds. I've never found one that doesn't fog up my glasses or just get hot or whatever. But hey, if we got to wear masks to go polling in February, by all means, do it.
So be it.
Yeah,
Suck it up.
one thing I want
You
to
can
really
pull it down and drink a beer, whatever. Whatever we got to do. Let's just make sure everybody does their own individual part to make sure that, like Joe said, nothing happens. We don't get shut down or whatever. Just do it and let's go polling.
and I just want everybody to remember one thing. If there is one, you got to remember the health department's going to be around there and they're going to be watching. And there's going to be rules implemented. And one of the rules that is going to be very strict on, it is a mandatory mask. If you don't want to wear a mask, then stay at home. And that sucks. I hate them things. Nobody likes them. But if we want to go to a poll and we want to watch a poll and we want to be 100% compliant and we want to make the health department happy and we want to do what we're supposed to do for the responsibility for this, we have got to do that. If the health department walks in there on a Thursday, Friday afternoon, whatever, and sees everybody out there with no mask on, that's a bad day. You're screwing things up for everybody. And there's going to be people there to remind you of it politely. But and I know it sucks. But if we want to have a poll and we want it to be successful and we want to make things go off with as many less hitches as possible, you got to wear a mask because it will be mandatory. You walk in there, you got to have a mask on.
No, that's been my main thing when I talk to people, because I get a lot of text messages and stuff and snaps and phone calls, just like all of us.
Right.
And like, our mask can be mandatory, and I'm like, I think so, but I said at the end of the day, I'll wear a mask if that's what it takes to go polling. And
I think probably 90% of everybody's that way. And I mean, if you think, that I'm going to walk in there and I'm going to take that thing off and I'm just going to walk around, cough and spit all over everybody. Well, you're an idiot. What are you doing? Don't do that.
Cheers, Joe.
Amen.
That's what's going to get us shut down. That's what will happen. If one bad apple ruins the batch, well, don't be stupid. Just do what you're supposed to do.
Hey, there is one new rule that just applies to guys named Adam from Indiana. They do actually have to dress up as a member of the Village People and wear their mask. Read the comment; it makes sense then.
Hey, Warren Loughborough has got a good question down here. Are the face shields going to be okay? That's something that will probably have to be worked out, I would guess.
Yeah,
but
it's the same regulations.
It's the same regulations as a store. So if you want to wear a face shield, and that's fine. I mean that's okay. It's going to protect you and it's going to protect everybody around you. So,
Warren, we won't give you a hard time for it. Promise.
And I'm sure that we're going to see people drinking through their masks. That'd be disgusting, but it'll happen towards the latter part of the night.
Well, Jason even put it right on the mask that we're going to sell while we're there. Beer goes here.
That's right. And don't be cutting holes in it, putting straw holes in it. All
Oh,
that crap.
good Lord. Please don't do that.
No. Another dumb thing. Don't do it.
No.
Hey guys, remember Shane Hunt from the other night with the hot girlfriend? He's back.
Hey, Shane, put the score in the comments. I don't have a TV on.
Yeah, real quick. Who do you guys think's gonna win? Who do you think's gonna win?
I don't know.
Bama, baby.
Alabama.
Take down the Buckeyes. Sorry, Ohio.
I got to go with Bama just because I can't stand Ohio State.
Yep, same here.
Mhm.
Bama is winning 35-17 with a minute left in the second.
Oh,
Great
boo-hoo.
game. Oh, this is like the Steelers-Browns deal last night.
Oh yeah.
Steelers should go bury their head in the sand.
Something.
So what class
wow.
are y'all looking
Everybody's
forward to
coming in
most?
with score updates.
Sweet.
Joe, we've all been on the show, and I know we've all shared our opinion. I think you have been on the show before, but we've never asked you, what's your favorite class at Gordyville? There's got to be one class that you like more than just about anything else. What is it?
11,000 Pro Farm.
What is it?
11,000 Pro Farm.
The Wump Wump class.
Big coolers.
There's just nothing better than that. That's my favorite. I like the Pro Sox and everything. I'm not going to get started down the 7-inch pipe trail tonight, but when those Pro Farms, when they go to take off, that's just, they move the ground unlike anything you've ever seen. The torque comes out of them. That's just awesome. That's been my favorite class since back in the 14,000 factory stock class back in the day, back in the 90s and stuff.
So like Kevin Stumler and Kurt Gettner and those guys, right?
Yes. All that class is just, that's what gets my heart pumping. That is awesome. That is my favorite class.
I finally got to see that class for the very first time without a smoke tube.
Oh, yeah.
And, man, they still shake the ground when they're coming at you.
They're impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, back in the day, when they was taking and putting 6-inch strokes on 60-30s and putting 3406 cat pistons and then putting 8850 pistons in them, I mean, making them 800 and some cubes, almost 900, some of them. They was doing that at 2,270 RPM and just 2.25 inch turbo. Just you talk about a basement. That was awesome. And sitting back here behind me, there's a few hours of old Pro Farm videos. And there's some up on our YouTube page that Ryan put up as well of that class that I'm talking about. What the Pro Farm class is morphing into nowadays. But
nice.
That's just always been my favorite. It makes my heart beat.
I had to leave my Uncle Paul's comment up there. He's a dragster guy. Sports are stupid. When will we see Top Fuel tractors?
When you build one, Paul, when you build one.
Top Fuel. Yeah, I don't think that probably wouldn't hold out too good, Paul. Well,
I want to see I'd be game to see a cackle 1466. Wouldn't you?
Yeah, I mean
once.
Yeah, nice blue flame coming in. You think we can't hold smoke tubes now indoors? Good.
How about we just vaporize smoke tubes? How's that sound?
Man, you just have to cut a hole in the roof for the whole length of the crack. Well, that'd be.
What else? Yarn, you've been quieter than normal. Brent, what are you thinking? What are your thoughts?
I don't know. Just I'm sitting back and listening, I guess. I don't know.
He's not paying attention. He's thinking about a motor. He's building a motor right now. Did you guys know that?
He's preoccupied. Do you have a split screen there you're looking at?
Yeah, I have the football game on the other screen.
Oh, okay. So
yeah. So, but yeah.
No, he's becoming a motor builder right now.
Yeah. So we're gonna. What?
Well, I mean, we're all sitting here waiting.
Oh, I didn't know if you wanted a story. Okay. So yeah, for those of you that don't know, my dad passed away in 2016, and he had a truck that he had rebuilt I don't know, in the 90s at some point. It's a 1977 Dodge D100 Custom. It's got a 440 rebuilt motor in it. Been sitting there for the last time I think it ran was probably in the early 2000s when he took me out and did a burnout in the truck with it. And then it sat ever since. And so one of the things after he passed away was that I wanted to rebuild it. So I pulled it out this last spring during COVID and started tearing it down and got the motor out, took it to the machine shop and just got all the parts back for it. So now it's just got to finish buying the parts, put it back together, and then start working on the body.
We're talking 360, 440?
4.
Ooh, nice.
Yep.
So, and this is going to be
what, Ryan?
This is going to be a street truck, or are we going to put pulling tires on this?
It'll be a street truck.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
They have street classes. I'm just saying.
We do have
That's
that.
how it starts. That's how it starts.
You got down that rabbit hole, you won't turn around. You can't.
But yeah, just for a time being, I kind of want to make it like a show style truck.
Oh my God, it's Woody!
Oh God.
Oh, good Lord. There go the ratings.
There you go.
Yeah, Ray, we're doing so good now. There's people dropping off like flies, Woody. Jeez.
I know Kurt wanted to go down. I know Autumn was trying to talk him into it, so
You want to make them here?
might be a thing where I can talk him into it, but yeah, I don't know.
Cute puppy videos. We're gonna go. Our dog will kick your cat's ass.
Want to bet?
Ooh, fighting words. Hey, Jason,
Yeah.
do you know if is Justin still selling tickets for the raffle tractor for the benefit for Megan?
I think so. I'll invite him on, see if he's awake. Can somebody text him right now and tell him I'm sending him an invite on Facebook? Please.
Corey Smith, I miss you, brother. I hope you were planning on making it up to Shipshawana. If not, hope you can make it in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Be awesome to see you again, man.
And then, Jason, while you're doing that, see if you can multitask. What's the deal with the pedal tractors? I saw on the live video the other day.
Eric Harmison has the backdraft pulling tractor the mini rod pulling tractor from Des Moines, Iowa. And he's part of the Tri-County Pullers. And Ryan Zolik and I are familiar with them. Rusnik has seen this as well. They would always give away a couple pedal tractors at every tractor pull throughout the summer. And you kids just put their tickets in a box, and then they give away tractors. And Eric went and bought his own John Deere pedal tractors. And then during the mini rod classes on Thursday and Friday, during the day, he was going to sign up kids, and then they're going to give away these pedal tractors. So
That's awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
that's why I was, besides seeing everybody and the What Smokin' family and all the pullers, what we have planned for entertainment is going to, just the fun factor and the giveaways and, Paul, with you helping and Ryan willing to put down the camera. And Ryan, you take amazing photos, but it's hard to run around and try to do some announcing and whipping T-shirts. And you almost need an entertainment crew, if you know what I mean, almost like the Smoke Tube crew. But I don't want to be on the Smoke Tube crew. I'd last about 2 pulls and then I would fall over.
Same.
So I'm going to be on the entertainment.
crew.
was that?
And on that note, with the need for an entertainment crew, Paul and I are planning on deputizing a few people. So if you show up and we know you and we know you well, we may just put a What's Smoking shirt on you and you get to come and help us throw stuff out, and you get to be our eyes and ears and see the super fans. And because Paul and I and Jason and whoever else is out there, we're only 2 or 3 people. We'll be needing people to keep us kind of
I can't
keep us
see.
looped in on people who need to be recognized, because we know there are super fans who are coming, and it's our job to make sure that they all know that you're here. So to that end, we will be deputizing a few people. Nathan Vey, if you're watching, you're one of them. And he knew that was coming because I told him that I was doing it.
Ooh, we're getting 2.5 work stock trucks now. Yeah, buddy. I like it. I like it.
If you want to mention it.
Rodeo clowns.
Mark, you can ride with me.
The toy raffle is postponed as well to February. So
Okay.
keep buying tickets.
Okay.
Do I have to buy the day of? Oh, okay. Okay. So you can buy it the day of. So, but that all flows in as well.
Stacy
Yeah, there's
and
been a
Jeff,
lot of.
send us a message.
There he is, the Tucker.
Is that Tucker?
Tucker, slide up so we can see you and say something. Just say something to your loyal fans.
Yeah.
Those are the words of wisdom we were waiting for.
and keep pushing this. Talk to Bridget Mears out there today, and ticket sales for Megan charity toy going awesome.
Good.
Good.
Tickets. So we got 3 more weeks to sell tickets. So you know, yeah, she'll put them back up on the website, and we'll keep selling them. So God works in mysterious ways. Maybe that's why we gotta get delayed. So we'll keep
Amen.
selling.
Another 3 weeks of ticket sales. That's a good way to look at it.
Yep, 3 more weeks. We can sell tickets for that toy, and that's awesome. Thank you so much for people who's bought them, and keep going because it's going to a good cause.
Absolutely.
So keep the faith, boys. We're going to keep fighting. We'll get on track sometime.
We'll get it.
Maybe April outside, but keep going. Keep the faith.
Here, buddy.
Short and sweet.
You guys got a train going by somebody or what?
Sorry, my bad.
Oh.
That's his ringtone.
You had choo-choos for your ringtone.
He actually drives a Buick. That's just a regular horn.
Oh, it's just regular. Oh, okay. Ryan, what? I can't, it's hard for me to see on this little bitty screen. Is that a door? I just keep waiting for a midget to come walking out of that door. Oh, I'm sorry. A little small person to come walking out of that door that's behind you.
What? Who, me?
It looks like a door. It's like a recess. Looks like a door from here.
Oh, that'd be.
Or is that just a window?
That's a
That's a window.
Okay. I mean, I did drink more or something. No, I was looking behind him. No, nice clock back here. That looks like a door. It's like a door. It's up at the top of his ceiling. You just wait for people to come flying out of it.
So, quick segue. I was texting with RJ Simon tonight for an update. Everybody wants to know when the mod's going to get given away. So basically, when all the money, they've sold all the tickets, all 250 spots, or waffled them off or whatever. What's that?
I was going to take that thing and part it out and make something blow black smoke and turbo noise.
But they're gonna do the drawing once all the money's been collected. So, and then
That's all.
I'll get involved in on that, and we'll have some fun with that as well. So yes, and I bought a ticket, and when I win that 4-engine modified, it's going up for sale, and Schulte's getting a pro stock.
That's how you make lemonade out of lemons.
Call me.
Yeah, I will. I know a guy. But I don't know, from a Gordy Wana standpoint, I just can't be happy enough for everybody. You know, I think we've all lived through this crazy year. You know, for us that are still here, I personally haven't lost anybody to COVID, like friends or family. I don't know if a lot of you have, and we don't need to get into all that. I do think it's for real, but I also think that I'm not going to get into it. Forget it. I'm just excited. What's that?
It'll be over in July.
Yeah. So I'm just happy that I guess we're keeping the faith on this event, and everybody's excited about it. Our polling family, and I can't stress that enough. You know, the togetherness that we have as a group is it's unparalleled. It's awesome. It's needed. It's needed for my sanity and a lot of people's sanities that are watching this video here tonight. And I was just really excited about it. But again, thank you for not dragging us down there Wednesday or Thursday, Joe and Clint and Ryan and everybody, and then saying, "Oh shit, guys, sorry, this baby is not happening." And that's not a knock on Kansas City. We did not know this was going to happen at Kansas City. We did not know this was going to happen at Keystone, but we did know this was a possibility here. And Joe, you touched on this right away in the beginning, but I'm getting text messages of people that say they can't comment on Facebook. What's got to change between now and February 4th through the 6th for this to be a real possibility?
The building has to implement more safety policies for COVID. put more signage up, just change some of their policies. And they've changed it. They just haven't followed through with everything. So they're not 100% to blame for all this. So I don't want nobody blaming anybody. That's why I said earlier in the whole deal, don't point fingers and blame anybody. It's not going to do any good. There's a lot of good things on the other side of this that come out of this whole equation by us waiting until February. So you'll see that when it happens. But there's just safety policies that have to be implemented in that building. And, you know, between now and Thursday, if Wednesday, it's not going to get done and it's not going to get done right. So you have to allow the red tape to flow as it may. That's about the best way you could say that. So, and that's why I say the masks are going to be mandatory. I mean, it just have to be. So, and because like I said, you've got to look at this in a spot check situation, make sure that we're doing our job and the building's doing their job, and we're all as people are doing our job as well. And, you know, let's show these people a level of respect that they've never seen out of our group. You know, it's like, hey, it's a rule. By God, we hate it, but we're going to abide by it because we're good people, and that's what we're going to do. And that's
I know. We know they'll be watching because I was in Kansas City that first year when that guy was walking around with that little, what is it in the air, Joe? You can only have so much in the air.
ppm.
PPM.
EPM, so much particulate matter.
And the guy from the fire department, he was on them, and I watched him talking to Summers, and they'd kick a door open for a while to let some air out and different things like that.
Sure.
You know, the same reason. I mean, we've all been to the Gordyville when Chiswick's tractors come screaming down through those light supers, and you're on the announcer stand and you're just crying.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's got a job to do to keep everybody safe, because the last thing we want to have happen is something bad. And everybody's got to do their part to make this the best event ever and the safest event ever. Because, you know, everybody's safety's got to be our top concern. Because at the end of the day, we don't want to do something stupid and have some fun and it just be for the short term, and we make a ripple and make the long term a bad deal for a lot of people. That's not what we want to do.
I kind of get the feeling that this is kind of a one-shot deal, and where we're permitted only so many screw-ups before bad things happen. So
yeah, be responsible. You know, that's why I can't say it enough. You know, rules are there for a reason. You know, you can get by with it so many times before you get caught. It's called a shortcut in life. I mean, yeah, you're getting by now, but you won't always get by. You know, that rule's there for a reason, and it's for your safety. And there's a lot of people that's not going to agree with it, and that's fine. Stay at home. I don't want to run people off, but if you're not going to follow the rules, just stay at home.
Watch the live stream.
Watch the live stream.
Watch the live stream. You know, you can sit at home and, you know, cough and belch and fart in your mouth. You know, it's okay.
And that's not us passing judgment. If that's the way you feel, that's cool with us. That's fine. But out of respect for Clint and the crew and the folks who run the MEC, and the fact that we want to have a place to play.
Yes.
Maybe the best place to do it is to host a shot party and throw it up on a 55-inch.
Yeah.
And hey, it's going to be a lot cheaper for you if that's the way you do it anyway.
Beer is cheaper in your shop than it is anywhere else on the planet.
Yeah. And
unless you drink beer that comes in bottles like this, then it's
I was going to say I'd have to argue that point. But no,
that was a damn good beer.
Yeah.
Watching it at home is just as good as being at the show. I mean, you're still supporting the pool. You know, it's one and the same. And if you have a problem with the masks, I'd highly encourage you watch the live streams.
Yeah.
And hell, you might win one if you haven't signed up already, because you can't sign up.
Look, my buddy Woody. There you go, brother. I was sitting there thinking, I was like, I really need a beer. I need a cigarette too, but I can wait.
Joe, you need to get a better looking bartender.
Yeah, wait and think of Ryan. They can't even hear him on here. Can't even hear him. He's just sitting here. Brings me a beer. Screw you, Ryan. You don't get one. I got it.
Woody.
Yes.
Woodrow.
Get the growing corn guy to Gordywana.
Yeah, we're going to do that.
Get that done. Get that figured out.
Well, all we got to do is like share something to his Facebook or whatever. Put him on her. We talked about him we've dedicated 5 minutes to Tony.
Everybody that's watching that's on TikTok, message that guy. Message him and tell him we want him in Shipshewana. Do it.
That's right.
So
I will lead the charge. I haven't talked to Tony in a while, so.
Jason
And if
Moore
nothing
says,
else- and if nothing else, we can get Ogle to throw him in the back of the truck.
Yeah, we'll do something. Tim Perry, just email Clint if there's a room there. There's an opening. We'll definitely add it. So.
Tim, is this your way of telling us that you want to stop in Missouri and pick up a tractor? Some of us would really, really, really like to see that tractor on the track because it looks beautiful.
It does.
which super farm is sitting in Cuba City in Blackburn's shop right now that's owned by somebody from California? Does anybody know the answer to that riddle?
I think he'd be the one to answer it.
No, I don't know the answer to the riddle. I
Yeah,
seriously don't.
Be a good one to answer it.
Isn't
Tim
there
probably
another light super that was just acquired sitting at Blackburn's?
That's Simon's.
Yeah.
No,
I thought-
there's a super farm sitting that Blackburn's finishing up from a puller from California.
I'm guessing.
He was texting me today asking me if the event was still on because they were trying to get trucking lined up to get that tractor out there. So, okay, let's see here. Jason Moore says, Joe, no more beer.
Why? Jason, you shut up. You got to work tomorrow. I don't.
Ha ha!
Kevin wants to know, will they have the monster truck event before as it is scheduled, or is it Tractor Pull going to be the first event? Joe?
Well, so monster truck event, I don't know if it's going to get rescheduled or not. They did cancel it. There's going to be two things that happen in that building, Kevin. They're going to have a tool show and a health and wellness show.
Oh.
So, Jason, you should get a booth for that. That would be awesome.
I think we should sell some beer money gear there.
I think that's a wonderful idea.
Yeah.
That is way too ironic.
Back with more alcohol. Great.
Woody,
Yes.
good to see you, buddy.
Same here.
Do we have some? What's going to happen to the gummy bears? Are they gonna disintegrate or?
Man, even better, and they're going to be even
I haven't
more.
made them, but now I got 3 weeks. I might just make them now.
No. There's another benefit by waiting until February.
You didn't even make them? No.
You suck. What's wrong with you, Woody? You gotta have gummies.
I'll have them next happy February.
There's
Been busy.
one of the unforeseen advantages to put this pull off. We're going to have
That
gummies.
is the reason why we
Yeah, well, it's one of them. Damn COVID.
Travis, I'm going to send. Travis is the dirt guy that's helping the guys build the track. I'm going to invite him onto the Facebook because he's fun. So give me a second. Travis, watch your Facebook, buddy. And then you guys keep talking.
I swear, I think we really, really need to get Travis a shirt or a hat or something that says the dirt guy, because that's what Travis has been referred to from start to finish. It was the first thing Clint mentioned when he was talking to me about it. He's like, Travis, the dirt guy, he knows what he's doing. He's going to do a great job for us, yada, yada, yada. And that continued for 6 weeks, 8 weeks. It's crazy. So I think he needs a hat that says the dirt guy.
The dirt guy.
I can get that figured out. Travis, go to Facebook Messenger and click on the link that I just sent you. Travis, please.
Yeah, I haven't met Travis or talked to Travis. Clint's been taking care of all that. But yeah, super duper guy from what everything's been said. So it takes a special kind of stupid to get along with all this anyway.
Special.
Heavy on the special.
Travis Dirt versus Joe Dirt.
There you go. Pete's
There you
on
go.
it.
Travis says he's not smart enough to get on.
Just click some buttons.
If we got Joe on, we can get you on, Travis.
Yeah, come
Click
on.
buttons, do what it tells you.
Yeah, if Joe and Ryan can get on, anybody can get on.
Good. Tucker's in the garage. Call Travis and tell him to get on it. Bit right in the show.
Hey, Jeff Melling, you made a comment about that tractor that's sitting in Josh's shop. I want to know when you're going to get your tractor out and put a smoke tube on it. Because you got kind of a nice tractor, and I'd kind of like to see it again, and I think my camera would too.
Make it happen.
That's right. It's no fun when they can't respond to you, with words.
Words. Yeah.
Words.
Right. It's a caveman show.
The delay.
Oh, nice delay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you'll have that. Jason, you decided to join us, or?
I had to go pee.
I
Oh,
like how.
no.
Came out all right.
You guys think I'm that dumb? Jeez. Yeah. Words.
So I'm heading down to Florida next weekend, guys. I'm gonna go down to the Zellwood Pull. So
What classes are they having down there?
they got some mini rods, they got some super mod 2-wheel drive trucks, some light limited pros, some super farms. Yeah, I think they're expecting 70 or 80 hooks is what I've seen. It's gonna go Zellwood, then Ocala, and then Gordyville, right?
No, we're the same weekend.
No,
Okay.
you're going to
No,
have to make.
Ocala's the 28th, 29th.
There's one, Zellwood.
Zellwood's the 22nd and 23rd. Ocala's the 28th and 29th. And then Gordywana is the 4th of the 6th. So
Okay.
Oh, so
That'll be good.
yeah.
Can you imagine if Louisville was still on? Wouldn't Louisville be the following weekend after
Yes, it would.
Newgate? That's a 4-week swing. That'd be pretty awesome.
I think we got Travis, guys.
What?
I think we got him. Here he comes.
The Wheel of Death.
It's going to be magic.
Joe Dirt. Joe Dirte,
Yes.
maybe. You got the spinning wheel of death.
It's thinking.
Joe, did you not go to New Year's Eve? Because Chris Flea missed you.
No, I got a girlfriend now, Flea.
I got a girlfriend now, Flea.
We're staying at home.
I don't want to be your friend anymore. I got my own friend.
Yeah, I got my own friends. Did you read the short? This one.
Now
Uh-oh.
we lost Travis. He tried. Must be that Indiana internet.
Yeah.
Travis, we were so close, man. So close.
See how much the
Oh,
Is he working off
There we go.
28K
That's the
or
spirit.
what? I upgraded to 1998, got 56.
does Flea not like girls? Does Flea not like girls?
Yeah.
I don't think girls like Flea's sequined outfits. He has too many sequins.
Flea, I'm going to tell you what, Flea's outfits are the funniest. When he comes out and that wrestling, oh my God.
We found out. There's our owners of our California tractor, Everett and Keith Powell.
Hey, you guys came to
Okay.
Tim, that's the tractor that's at Blackbourne's, right?
Yeah. What did Zolik say?
No Taco Bell.
Yeah, there's no Taco Bell. What is up? There's no Taco Bell
What?
in Shipshawana?
So
Somebody
last
give me
year,
that.
after Saturday night finals, I called the Taco Bell before we went to the hotel, and I said I need to feed 45 drunks. And they said you're drunk. You're joking. I said no, I really do, and I want to order it now, and that way we don't have to wait for it at there. So that's what I brought all those tacos. I spent $272 on tacos.
Good Lord.
Oh my goodness.
So
How
last
many
year,
tacos did they give you for $272? That would be
A
like
lot.
3,000
well, thanks,
tacos.
Jason, because I didn't know. I just know after I finally got back to the motel that night, I was like, tacos! I was shoveling. I didn't know who brought. Well, thank you for bringing that. That's awesome.
Yeah,
It was
it was
good.
fun.
It was well needed.
It was. It was.
Right in the pool and the water and
So if we could, so last year, what did we do? We shaved Cole's head. Let's get Chris married. Let's get him a girlfriend at Gordyville. Let's auction Chris off.
yes.
Let's auction the Flea off.
Brent Pfeiffer, you up for that?
Yeah, well, Flea put in the comments, girls will ruin your life. Well, the ones you hang around with, yes. You've got to change up a different class of people, buddy. We'll help you out. We'll help you out there.
Oh, wow. Oh, he's game. We're going to do it for Megan. We're going to auction flea off for Megan.
Well, everybody in ships one, tell them to kick off the internet. Travis wants on.
Yeah.
PK, nice one. Nice one.
I'm game. All right.
PK, that is absolutely right.
Byproduct ground meats. We don't care. It's good. Stop making fun of our tacos.
A good Amish girl. I'm going to leave that alone.
No. Flea.
Correct.
Seriously.
Let's see what PK's got to say. He's never short words, guys.
That's true.
He's just got a.
Oh yeah. We're never gonna go.
That's all right.
The red binder.
Hey,
PK.
Jason, how many masks did you have printed?
100.
100. Good.
That might not
So
be
100
enough.
people who don't bring their masks can get one from our booth.
For $10.
Awesome.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have a special Gordy Wanna t-shirt that I'm not going to unveil until I get there.
Oh boy.
Have I heard about this one?
No, I'm surprised, Nick, because you would tell me not to do this.
Well, I pray to God that we're going to have it, or you're going to feel like them kids overseas that get all the losing Super Bowl shirts. Too bad. We got to have it now.
That's awesome. Snapchat and a horse buggy will happen. I'm sure of that. So,
Well, they're really reining in the old halftime sales there in the football game, ain't they?
a lot of commercials.
It's still halftime.
At least
I don't know. We are in Tucker's basement.
yeah.
And time moves slower down there, or what?
No, it's just odd. It's like the first time we ever done this show down here. Tucker trips over the internet cord and kicks us off. We had to start all over again. It didn't work out too well. So there's a lot of curses down here.
Well, I was in the microphone.
Yeah, it didn't work for you. I don't know why you're talking, Ryan.
Yeah, just Ryan, you tell Joe what you want to say, and then Joe will tell us.
Yeah. Yeah. That'd probably work. Yeah.
Who's this guy? I heard that, you idiot, about the shirts.
Oh, Gary, do you live in Ethiopia and you get all the loser shirts every year and just think it's so great?
Jason, you got your tractor running. My tractor will actually be out this year in May. Legit. So, let's see here.
Gonna pull it in some new places too.
Or
You guys are definitely keeping interesting tonight for entertainment while hauling grain to St. Louis. Well, hey, thanks, Robert. Is that
Robert, how long's the line?
from St. Louis to Missouri?
That is the one and only Robert.
the Robert Fuller, Pocahontas, Illinois.
Illinois, that's right.
Only behind.
Trent Grimes was in line at St. Joe, Missouri, selling soybeans at the Cargill plant for 7 hours
Wow.
the other day.
Jason Bartling sent a Snapchat the other day, put it on his story, and there was chicken lights as far as you could see.
I'll bet.
I just talked to Danny past couple days. Why I ain't doing nothing, just sitting here in grain lines.
2 to 3 hours. That's not too terrible, I guess.
Could be worse.
Could be better. Could be worse.
No fun.
Well, guys, I think we're running out of awesomeness here. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, the fire does go out every now and again. I need to smoke anyway. About out of beer, and Woody ain't bringing me another one.
Tell him to change it up. You want Jerry juice.
Yeah, something. Yeah, dark
Maybe
stuff.
Jerry can come now. 'Cause he wasn't.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, there's just more good things to come. But no, it thanks for everybody listening and hanging out with us tonight, because that everything will work out in time. So I think we've about answered every question that we can answer about everything that's going to come up. So if you got any questions, don't bombard Tucker's phones with 500. Just email. I mean, that's the best way to get it back, and it's documented that way and everything. So I can drink more beer, Jason. You shut up.
This Gary Masterson guy doesn't like me. I gotta figure out who this guy is here.
Well, I didn't know if he was talking to you. I made a comment to him, and he said, "No, you're a dumb arse." I have no idea.
Yeah.
No.
Gary kind of sounds like he needs a hug.
Well, I need to.
Hey, what? Here you go, brother. Here, this is for Jason Moore. Yes, I can.
Oh, you should, bro.
Yeah, that is COVID suck beer. I have the COVID suck beer. It comes from only Wisconsin. Schultz, you have something to do with that? The COVID sucks beer made in Wisconsin. Would you guys get bored making cheese curds or what?
No, that's drink responsibly, guys, isn't it?
Oh.
Wait, I think we got Travis.
What? Hey, there's something.
Holy crap, that's the dirt guy?
Mysterious guy that just pops up on the bottom of the screen.
Finally made it.
Yeah. Hey, I'm Joe Dirt. You're Travis Dirt.
Hey, nice to meet you, Joe.
Yeah, we already nicknamed you. Poor guy.
We already nicknamed you. We don't know you, but we already.
We don't know you.
That's okay. I'm good with
it. Uh-oh. Your 28K modem's not keeping up.
Yeah, I got a few horses out back. We'll have to go get them going.
Yeah, go kick them in the butt and let a turntable turn a little faster. Crank this thing up.
That's exactly right. Exactly right.
Well, we didn't get to meet each other today, but it sounds like we'll see each other in a 3 weeks.
Yeah, I think so. Get a few things ironed out, and it'll be ready to go.
Yeah, get the kinks out. We'll be good.
Yeah. Seems like it's just been the way things go for the last 10 months.
Yeah, it happens. That's why I was telling earlier on the show, it's just COVID's a moving target, and we just got to go with the changes. Sometimes we can't make it happen as fast as we want to, so we'll make it work.
I said to a couple of my employees, it was this morning actually. I said to a couple of my employees, I said, wow, seems like we were in this position 10 months ago with NTPA.
Yeah.
2 days before the show, and we were going through the squats when it first hit.
Right. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but we'll make it work. It's what we've all been trying to do the past 4 months, but
yeah.
Hey, Travis, how long will it take you to get the dirt in there?
How early?
No, how long will it take you once you get started hauling dirt in to have a track ready?
It takes me it'll take me right at 14 to 17 hours.
Because
it's 3,400 tons, which is roughly 160 truckloads, and I put it in 6-inch layers. So you got to cover, and it's a 22-inch deep track. So to put that much dirt in, it basically is I run 3 layers of 6. And then my last layer is a 4-inch. So it's, and then your top 4, that's what we'll work with. But that's the best way to do it, is to build a road.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
So
Travis, I already have a sponsor for Travis Dirt shirts and hats.
Wonderful.
Awesome.
Cap Brother Motorsports. Pete Pesnick just texted me.
Nice.
Oh, he likes that, does he?
Good work, Pete.
Travis, we're good people. It's unfortunate we haven't met yet. So
I am very excited to meet you guys. We'll be together shortly, and I think we'll all have a good time. It'll be a great show.
Yes.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Good deal.
So far, everyone I've met, it's just been incredible the way you guys operate.
Well, don't go giving us too much credit. We're just a bunch of bums that like tractor pulling, but we do enjoy having a good time.
I give credit where credit is due.
There you go.
You bet. Yep.
There goes the
Well, there's
train
one
again,
thing-
Paul. Close your window.
Paul, quit playing with the horn in the Buick.
Stop playing with your choo-choo train.
Born
Jeez.
in the Buick.
Yeah, he's born in a Buick, right, Travis? Exactly.
I like that.
Yeah.
I don't have much else, guys. I wanted to bring Travis on so he could talk a little bit. I'm really thankful for him. I'm thankful for all of you, even Zolik. We can't hear him. If you have anything to say, Zolik, just tell Joe. Have Joe say it into the camera.
Yeah.
Work on your sign language, Zelig.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw that one.
Weird. Paul, what do you got to wrap us up, Paul?
I got a train like a block and a half away.
That's awesome. How do you sleep at night?
Right
Yeah.
through it. Generally on my back, but yeah, right through it.
All right, guys, I'm out. Wrap the show up. Thanks, everybody. If you got any questions, email Clint.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
guys.
See you guys. Have a good night.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, Trav.
You bet. Thank you.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We look forward to promoting pulling Zellwood, Florida Super Bowl February 22nd, 23rd, or January 22nd, 23rd next weekend. Not this coming weekend, next weekend down in Florida, then Ocala, and then hopefully we'll be back at Shipshawana for the Midwest Winter Nationals. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to listen to our audio podcast on iTunes and Spotify. Go look for Let's Grow Pulling. Our last interview was with Sherry Schaefer from Heritage Iron Magazine, and that was an awesome interview. Neat story, neat lady. Thanks, guys. Have a great night.